Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I was sitting here and I really want to put myself in front of this box over here, but even when I put myself in front of that box, there's other boxes over here. And it's almost like I wanted to hide the messy parts that are happening right now, which goes right along with what I'm on here to do today because I have a video that I made earlier this week that is super messy. That it's me feeling very messy, very tired, but feeling very messy and not put together. And I was processing a lot, which is what we do as healers and light workers and empaths. And it is a behind the scenes purge that I go through every once in a while in order to locate limiting beliefs and feelings and thoughts that are inside of me. So I go to a place where I just can't resist feeling the feelings anymore. And I realized in this expression that I had been resisting letting myself feel the feelings because they were connected to thoughts that were just so uncomfortable. And I realized that the problem with not letting myself feel the feelings is that I couldn't locate the thoughts that they were connected to. So I got to a point where I was so tired that I just couldn't even resist anymore. And it could be that the resistance was causing me to be tired. It could be that I've been running really ragged. I've got so much going on right now, which I'm sure is connected to the whole thing too, in order to tire me out so that I could get to these emotions. But there are things that I've been resisting feeling. Probably because the thoughts themselves are so out of alignment with who I really am or who I want to be. But those thoughts, I needed to give them a place to live outside of my head. But they were in my head and they were in my subconscious, and I was refusing to see them or refusing to feel them. Sometimes those thoughts come out through feelings, not through thoughts. I didn't even know they were there. I didn't know what the words on those thoughts were. And so resisting the feelings and letting myself just feel the feelings and listen to what they were saying. Like, it's like I was just the vessel for these thoughts to come out. So feeling this feeling of shame or hiding or imposter syndrome or feeling like a fake or a fraud or something like that. Like, those are the feelings that I had there, and there were very deep seated thoughts that were connected to those feelings. I resist thinking those things. I don't want to think those things about myself. I know that I'm not those things. I know that the higher vibrational me, that the authentic me is not those things. But there are programs that are layered over the authentic me. And those programs sometimes are so deeply ingrained that I don't even know that they're there. I don't see that they're there until they're ready to come to the surface to get the fuck out of the way, because I have bigger things to do. I got bigger fish to fry. I have bigger places to go that I'm asking for, that I'm dreaming of, that I am trying to create in my life just by envisioning them. And in order to draw those things into my life, I have to believe in them. I have to believe in myself and my ability to be those things, to be the vibration of those, and that all things are possible. To create a new belief system. A belief is just a thought you continue to think. And so I'm trying to think new things. I'm trying to believe new things, different things are possible for me in my life than I've ever experienced in my whole life. I've experienced a lot of lack in my life. So I'm trying to believe that I can experience abundance. I'm trying to believe I can experience financial stability. I'm trying to believe that I can experience a connection and a relationship that is so intimate and safe and powerful and supports growth and is the sacred container for me to be my authentic self. And so in order to believe those, we're programmed to think we have to see them first. I need the proof. I need the proof in order to believe it. But that's not how things are attracted to you. Things are attracted to you through you continuing to think and think and think and think and think and think these things and believe them before you even see them. And getting that magic back, really believing in magic, believing in yourself, believing in me. In order to create these things, the universe is telling me, we can do these things, but you have to believe that you're worthy of receiving them. Before we can show them to you and give them to you, you have to continue believing that this is possible, no matter what your reality is showing you. That's all manifestations from past beliefs. What is right now is a manifestation of something that you've been thinking. So for me, if something feels uncomfortable here in my reality, what is it that I'm thinking that is creating that thing that makes me feel uncomfortable? Because that's where the power is. That's where the growth is. In order to shift that thought, remove that thought, replace it with an intentional one, with a conscious one. So what is it that I believe in myself? I believe that I'm a failure, that I'm a fake. Because I say a certain thing, I believe a certain thing, and it's like, well, where's the proof? Back it up. Where's the proof? There are a lot of things that come out in this video that I was just in the thick of, and I had no answers for. And things started to develop after that. It's like I just needed a purge. It's just like the behind the scenes purge process. And it feels very vulnerable for me to show it to you because I want you to see the clarity, the self-awareness, this side of me who has come to the other side of it, rewatched that video for myself and said, well, I'm not in that energy anymore. Why would I post it on here? I've seen some answers that came from the expression of that. And so I had watched it back the other day, just part of it, and it was really hard for me to watch myself. Just to warn you, I'm just crying. I'm just crying and so deeply emotional and in this place of just a lot of despair and trying to figure it out, but just expressing. Sometimes it's uncomfortable for us to watch someone else expressing because we don't know what to do. You don't need to do anything. There's nothing to fix. You don't need to fix. I didn't need to fix it. I don't need to fix it now. The answers come afterwards, after it's just expressed and is given a place to live. So I wasn't going to post it at all. I felt maybe that was just, I just needed to get it out. And sometimes it's easier for me to do that here. I feel like I have people that I'm talking to. And someone texted this morning in a group chat that I have going on about some of the exact same things. She said almost the exact same things that I said in this video. And I thought, okay, so that energy I was feeling, and I even say in the video that wasn't mine. It wasn't all mine. So if watching the video back later has helped me to get some clarity, it's supposed to help other people too. And she's going through some of the same stuff that I was going through. And that's part of my purpose, is to go through it first, to learn from it, to pass on codes of healing from that growth that I went through on my own, just doing my own internal work. So right now, I talk a lot about fear in the video too. I am facing a fear now of really being seen, of kind of feeling like I'm exposing myself. I feel very exposed. But I said something in the text today to this other girl that I don't want to survive anymore. I want to thrive. I want to live. And sometimes to create the change that it takes to let yourself live in an open way, it's scary. really scary. The changes that need to happen in order for that to take place are scary. And so you have to face your fear and have courage to do the things anyway. So courage is having fear, but doing it anyway. So some of the fears lie to you. Some of the fears say you're going to be attacked or you're going to be rejected. This is what my fears tell it. You're going to be rejected. Nobody is going to benefit from it. It's actually going to hurt people. Don't show your messy parts. They're going to be used against you. You're going to lose subscribers. People are going to be like, this chick is a mess. All those fears. Lying to me about having to hide yourself, though. Hide all the parts of yourself. Only show certain parts of yourself, because only those parts are beautiful or are going to help people. So unless you can be in a place that is completely put together, and 11:11 on my recording, hide it. Go get your shit together behind the scenes, okay? We don't air our dirty laundry. You show your face when you have your shit together, okay? Go take that behind closed doors. Those are the fears talking, and those are not me. If you've seen me on this channel, I express all the things, and I get them out, and this is a container to do that, because I know that it helps people. I know that it helps people. If it helps one person, it helped me, so it already has helped one person. Right? Fuck it. Fuck fear. Fuck the lies that fear tells you sometimes. I do not want to live out of fear anymore. It shows its face. It brings people to me who show me what it looks like to live out of fear. And it makes me so uncomfortable to feel that from them and to try to apply an old pattern where I would mold myself to fit in with other people based off of how they do things. And for a while, I have been making decisions based out of fear in order to not feel the fear projection from them. And it's gotten to a point where I cannot do that. It exhausts me. You're going to see. You're going to see. I'm exhausted. I was exhausted. I was exhausted from trying to mold myself into a fear-based reality. And I can't do it anymore. I befriend the fear. I watch it. I see it. I extract the lessons. I discern and decide if it's appropriate for me. Am I in danger? Or am I just afraid of the past? Am I afraid of and trying to control my environment in order to know what's coming? Do I fear the unknown? Or do I embrace the unknown? I'm going to embrace the unknown from now on. I do not want to fear the unknown. Okay, so how is this video going to affect my channel? I'm not afraid. If from one video I lost all my subscribers, I would know that the purpose of the video was to start something new. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of not growing. I'm afraid of sitting still. I'm afraid of staying the same. I'm afraid of not growing. So, with that lead in, I'm going to leave this video the way that it is here. And I'm going to post a link to the other ones. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to add this to the beginning of it. So I'm thinking that it's going to be too long. So that's the thing. It's like nobody's going to watch it because it's too long. So this is either going to be at the beginning of that video and I'm going to put them together, or I'm going to post this one separately. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me express that part of me. and for taking it to heart, for being here with your big, wide, open hearts. Okay? This is a place of open hearts. This is the Open Heart Club. So if you don't want your heart opened, if you got armor there, this might hurt a little bit. Or being here, sometimes it hurts to open up. So, but this is, sometimes we have to be examples of that too. Okay? I love you. Please, please, please support me. Like the video, comment down below. I don't need you to comment in order to fix it or tell me why I shouldn't think those things about myself, or I know that you want to be encouraging, and I know that you don't want me to think those things about myself because you see something different. And at the end of the day, I see something different too. But the place that I was expressing needed to purge those things. These were thoughts from other people. Those were programs from other people. Those were other people's energies who felt that way about themselves. And so we're just listening. We're just listening. We're just listening and let it have a place to live and move through. So just comment down below and just let me know if it helped you or where you are right now. Let me know where you are either right now or where you are after the video, okay? Let yourself be seen, right? It's another theme. Just let yourself be seen, okay? Love you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm sitting in a different location. I'm just sitting here on my couch because I have all of this stuff going on, and it was like, I just have to talk about it. I just have to talk about it and get it out of my brain and talk to you guys about it, because the energy is everyone's. It's not just mine, it's everyone's. But I speak through my experience, obviously, in order to connect with you guys, and I'm feeling your energy too. So it's like I got to speak your words too. And it was like, I can't even go into my office right now. And it's not about setting up and getting my cards out. And it's really just about the medicine that comes from my voice and processing things through. So that's what this video is. And I'm so emotional right now that I can barely even get through this first introduction. It's like some of you are so sensitive, and it's hard to not survive, but survive is the word that I'm hearing, exist in this kind of I can't even put words together right now. I'm hearing like adult world, this adult world and responsibilities, and there's a lot of chaos going on out there right now, but stress and money this time of year especially, and pressure and judgment, and some of you are so sensitive that, and it's such a beautiful gift, but it's also such a hard thing to, it feels sometimes like a weight that you carry, not being able to armor up or not be so soft or not take things personally, or it's so hard to be a light sometimes in
like a very shadowy place, a very shadowy world. And it just builds up and it builds up, and sometimes we need days where we just release. Really? I was thinking today that it's been a long time since, I have all this pain in my throat right now. It's almost from holding it back, maybe. It's throat chakra, obviously. But I was thinking today that I haven't had a really good cry in a while. And I used to all the time. It's healthy, it's cleansing. Your body needs it, your brain needs it, really. I had thoughts together before I came on here about, what this was that's going on, that everybody's got going on, and it's this buildup of pressure. I feel this real buildup of pressure that the jig is up, that 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 you're not going to be able to keep the mask on for much longer, or that you fake it till you make it. There's this energy of imposter syndrome and faking it until you make it that I feel for a lot of people. And I'm just hearing like I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't not be me. I can't not be me. And the me right now is a little messy and a little doesn't have all her shit together and wants to so bad, but doesn't have her shit together. It's just messy. I'm just messy. I have a messy brain sometimes. I have like a little bit of a messy life as a result of the messy brain and messy thoughts, and it really is about coming in and cleaning it up. But I feel like you have to purge it every once in a while in order to be able to clean it up. I'm in the middle of purging different things in my house, and in order to move. And I've been putting things off because, and I know you guys can relate with this type of brain, with the ADD brain, because it just gets so overwhelming, and the idea of really facing some kind of reality, some kind of, like, I don't want to say who I really am, but what my reality is, because my reality doesn't reflect who I really am. I think that's what the problem is. It's like I just realized something. The thing that is so imbalanced and is so off is that my reality doesn't match who I really am. My reality matches like my shadow thoughts and the things that I think are subconscious energies. I feel like I look around and my reality matches the limiting beliefs that I think about myself, that I'm not enough, or I'm too much, or I can't do it on my own, or I'm a failure. I don't have enough money. I never have enough money. Nobody's gonna want me this way. Who's gonna want somebody that's a mess? And so I write all of these things out on a list every day, what I'm grateful for and what I'm dreaming of. And there's this part of me, I think, that feels like it's all fake, or I'm an imposter, because who am I to think that I could do any of those things or be any of those things? Because look around me, look at how bad things are right now, that it's I'm ignoring reality. I'm ignoring what's right now and just being a dreamer. It's irresponsible, and it's like I can hear all of these programs. I hear these programs. They're all programs that are going against what I believe or what I want to believe. It's like I'm trying to shift my beliefs and believe that these dreams could be possible. And there's this program in my head that says stop dreaming and be responsible, like get a real job or it's all an illusion. Like, who do you think you are that you can manifest and attract certain things into your life and prove it, prove it, prove it. Like I feel this need to like prove myself all the time. I have to prove myself to the non-believers, and I'm one of those non-believers, even though I'm also a believer at the same time. I have programs in my mind of, that don't match who it is that I want to be or who it is that I want to express. I don't even know if any of this is making sense. I know that part of my purpose in life is to help people go from being in survival mode to thriving mode and really living. And I feel like I was on the road to that and really feeling like the momentum is building towards something. And then something always kicks in when it's about money. The fear and survival mode always kicks in, and it's like I jump timelines. I shift to a different timeline that will supply the money now, and it's like I lose the passion, I lose the inspiration, I lose the motivation, because I'm not built for money to be my motivating factor. I'm built for inspiration, joy, and I'm just asking, where is this going? What is this about? Where is this going? I know that I just needed to get these things out. It's like I have this fear of being found out. I have this fear of being discovered. People are going to say, you've been faking it this entire time. And that's not what we signed up for. I don't want that. I want the positive. I want the high flying. I want the potential. I want what you sold us. Not the behind the scenes stuff. Not the everyday stuff. Not the human stuff. I want all of that other stuff. Right? It's like I don't know how to be human. I don't know how to be in this human body and accept myself in that way. And I don't know how to live a human life. Is that weird? It sounds so weird. Phone's just going crazy right now. Just one message right after another. I'm sure that part of the answer to this, it's like every once in a while I have to come on here and not have the answers. I don't have the answers. I'm not channeling the answers. I'm not connected to the channeling of the answers. And I know that's part of the problem, is that I'm just in the middle of a kind of a denser, like a disconnect. I'm just a little disconnected right now, right? And it's like I resist being in that place because it doesn't feel as good as being connected, obviously. But it's like in this place, there's shame. I just want to hide. I just was thinking, I just want to just like disappear. I want to disconnect from the world, really. That's what I want to do. I want to disconnect from the world and not have to be in that reality. I want to not have responsibilities for just a little bit. I want it to be okay. I want it to be, I want to be supported in that. I want to say, I just need a mental health day. I just need to disconnect from the worry about money and that I'm fucking my kids up and I just heard that I'm not a good person, or that nobody's gonna want me for me. Nobody's gonna want this messy part of me. And I know all of those things are programs. I know all of those things are from a place of shame, a subconscious place. I guess I just haven't been listening to them. I haven't been letting them come out. I haven't been letting them present themselves. I haven't been doing that part of it. It's a program of hiding who you really, your messy parts, hiding your messy parts. Even though you guys know me, I know that the messy parts are so beautiful. I know that the expression of this is just as supportive as, channeling and connecting in with the information that is motivating and really higher vibrational. And I know that this expression is just as important. But for some reason, I feel like I've been hiding it. And I know that not all of this is mine. I know it's not all mine. I know, I always get to this point, and I tell my clients too, like, just check in with yourself and say, is that mine or is it somebody else's? And I feel like I have other people in my life who I recognize as never wanting to show the messy parts at all. And they've been in my realm recently. So is this mine or is it theirs? And am I processing theirs? And it does help to bring mine out in order to have it be processed. It's like I'm trying to make sense of it right now. And I don't know that it's really about that. It's just about getting it out, letting these things speak, just letting the feelings speak, and giving them a home, giving them a place to go, and not have it be in here or in here, not having them live here, having these thoughts live and in a place that is going to have some kind of purpose, like you resonating with it or you connecting with it and not feeling so alone and but I think one of my biggest fears is having those things live in a place where people will see them, that people will judge them or be able to hold them against me. That's what I hear. Be able to hold, there's a fear that there's like proof of your messiness. There's proof of your messiness. And so I'm going to hold that against you, use it against you in order to control you or take power over you or use your words against you later as proof of your weakness or those are really strong fears that I have going on right now. So there was another video that I had done, and I talked about this in one of the last daily oracle readings that I did, where it was the first time that I was on camera, and I had been just showing the cards before that, and a lot of people really found so much value in that video. I call it my coming out video, and I went back and was searching for it so that I could put a link on that last video that I had, and I couldn't find it for a while there. I was just looking at the titles and the thumbnails that were on my video list, and I couldn't find it according to the titles. So I was just clicking on every single one of them from the beginning of my channel because they were all just showing the cards right before that. It was leading up and it was leading up, and there was one that I just kept skipping over. I'm like, no, it's not that one. And it was totally that one. And the title was Fuck Fear. I don't remember the rest of it. Like maybe it was The Only Way Out is Through or something like that. And I think where our power is in fighting that fear or accepting the fear or just saying fuck fear and not choosing the fear is to know it, to see it. Like if I don't know or give my fears a place to live outside of me, like outside of my brain, outside of my subconscious, they're just sitting there and they're ruling things, and I'm continuing to be scared of these things secretly by myself. That's what it is. It's me secretly doing things, being afraid on my own. I think I've said that on here before too. I'm just scared all the time. And I can feel this is the place of survival mode. Survival mode is where my fears live. Sometimes I visit them. Sometimes I'm triggered into those spaces. And the feeling of that and having to face those, I hate so much. I hate the feeling of it. I hate feeling afraid. I hate feeling afraid. I'm so sick of feeling afraid. But I know that it's there. I know that fear is there for a reason sometimes. I think sometimes it serves us when we're sensing a place where we shouldn't be. But seeing the fear, I think, can help us to choose to move through it, to shine light on it, to choose to thrive because of the wisdom that comes from survival mode. It's like there's wisdom that's coming from the place of fear, the home of fear, that is trying to speak to me in order to help me thrive. There's a fear that I need to face in order to thrive. So unless I spoke about it and brought it out and allowed myself to get to it, I don't know that I would have been able to bring it forward, be aware of it, and move through it. There's a lot of fears that I've been hiding. That we've been hiding. These are not just mine, and they're not just yours either. I'm really tired. A lot of you are really tired. Light workers, you're super sensitive empaths, and it's not easy to be that and to, we're in the process of really discerning and regulating and balancing, learning how to balance on a regular basis, and the work that we put into ourselves and into maintaining our health and our mental health. And I mean, it is work. It's like a full-time job, and existing here in this world. And I just heard like I'm a single mom, but so much of that is like this solitary existence, like disconnecting and being alone or feeling like you need to do it alone. We try so hard to get through and to do it on our own, and we're just not supposed to all the time. There's a connection that we're resisting because it means being fully seen with all of our messy parts. There's something coming in that means you're going to be really seen. You're afraid of judgment, being rejected. Some of you are afraid of being accepted. And it's like right in front of your face. It's like there's this energy that's coming in that's you cannot have unless you are okay with being vulnerable and being fully seen. And the exhaustion comes from resisting it. From resisting it coming in. There's a certain level of responsibility that you're going to need to take for doing the work to shift it. That's all I'm hearing right now. It's like something just came over me where I was just like, I can't look for more. There's a lot of answers that are trying to come through right now. And they will. And they're there. They're like right there, right outside of reach. But right now, it's like me naturally, I'm trying to tune into them. I'm trying to feel better. I'm trying to have this end on a good note and have the answers, really. But I keep being drawn back. I've got this chest pain right here, too. Just sitting in. There's just heartbreak going on right now. And the answers are in the middle of it. The answers are found after sitting in the middle of it, going through a process of purging, and then just listening. I keep wanting to listen and tell you guys and tell you. But they're telling me to just reel back. And to listen, and the answers will come. and to trust that sometimes the answers come from fear. To really listen to yourself. You haven't been trusting the real you. You haven't been trusting your intuition and your gut. I just heard, trust that God will provide, that the light will shine. And you'll know. Thanks for letting me get out. This is me, messy parts and all. Love you guys.